गुड़ में नीचे के अंदर खाना, गुड़ और पानी का ऊपर मंगवा लेते हैं वहाँ से दुकान खोलेंगे। पानी गरम पानी में डालने से पानी को पीते हैं ठंडा होने में थोड़ा देना बन जाए, उसमें रखने के बाद ठंडा हो जाए तो दे देना।
सुबह सुबह गोवर्धन का दर्शन कीजिए। गुरु महाराज अभी पूजा करेंगे। देखिए अंदर से जो है काफ़ी टाइम लग गया ना। वो रहा गोवर्धन महाराज। बोल गिरिराज महाराज की जय। आप सब गोवर्धन का दर्शन कर पा रहे हैं। ये देखिए गोवर्धन हिल। प्रभु जी वॉक कर रहे हैं गिरिराज जी के तलहटी में। महाराज और एक खुशी की बात अभी तक बताए नहीं, अभी महाराज बताए गोवर्धन परिक्रमा पे जाएंगे। ये लोग चले गए, अभी जाएंगे वो पूजा करके।
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
हाँ मतलब परिक्रमा आधा करेंगे।
हाँ।
जितना हो सकता है फिर कल करेंगे। तो हम
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
तो वॉक ही तो करना है। तो यहाँ पे तो आज गुरु महाराज गोवर्धन परिक्रमा कर रहे हैं। तो ये पूजा के बाद 1-1.5 घंटे में निकलेंगे।
वेरी गुड।
थोड़ा आज करेंगे, थोड़ा कल करेंगे। ठीक है। गोवर्धन परिक्रमा पूजा के बाद जाएंगे हम लोग। वॉक वहीं पे हो जाएगा। इसको लगा
Where proper place is made.
Yes, it's nice. Nice place for everyone.
Private room?
हाँ
IIT समझिए.
एक मिनट दो मिनट
कल का प्रोग्राम तो अच्छा होगा महाराज आपका. हाँ. तो रिपीट करने से आपकी आवाज भी क्लियर थी, बट रिपीट करने से और अच्छा हो गया. हाँ हाँ यस मैडम. अच्छा रहेगा.
आज कर लेंगे 350 आज पड़ेगा कल वहाँ से कर लेंगे.
मेरा एक मैसेज था, ये एमईबी मीटिंग है आज से. 3 दिन की है, 2.5 दिन की है. 21st, 22nd एंड 23rd में भी हाफ डे. सो मॉर्निंग इवनिंग सेशन रहेगा. हाँ, मॉर्निंग इवनिंग सेशन रहेगा. पहले तो ये लोग मायापुर में करने का प्लान, मायापुर में ही करने का प्लान था, बट जेबीसी मीटिंग की वजह से सब लोग को इनवाइट कर रहे थे तो नहीं हो पाया. कुछ लोग तो मायापुर में ही कर रहे हैं, बाकी लोग ऑनलाइन कर रहे हैं. तो कुछ देर के लिए अगर आप जाना चाहते हैं तो जा सकते हैं.
मीटिंग कर रहे हैं.
मॉर्निंग 10 to 1 और फिर 3:30 to 6:30. ना 3 दिन है ना, 21st, 22nd और 23rd. क्योंकि विप्लव का डेट तो चेंज कर नहीं सकते थे, तो फिर वो तो मतलब नहीं. हाँ जी, एक हफ्ते पहले का था मैसेज. अरे डेट तो विप्लव की डेट तो चेंज हो नहीं सकती. और उन्होंने एमईबी की मीटिंग भी डेट चेंज, वो 2-3 बार चेंज किया. 2-3 लोगों को पसंद नहीं थी, पर वो चेंज नहीं कर रहे थे. नहीं भी क्या. हाँ जी, 21st टुडे में, 21st, 22nd एंड 23rd will be half day. Morning evening session is there, but दोनों में हमारा फिजिकल प्लस जूम. क्योंकि कुछ लोग तो जैसे बासुगोश तो वो तो बाहर ही हैं, वो जूम पे अटेंड करेंगे. उनके लिए तो वैसे ही बहुत दिक्कत है रात को. अब ये डे टाइम की मीटिंग है, उनको रात को जागना पड़ेगा 12 बजे 1 बजे. कुर्ता पहना दो तो ठंड शुरू होगी. हाँ हाँ जी हीटर तो ऑन है आपके लिए ठीक है, थोड़ी देर रहने दीजिए, फिर एक आध घंटे बाद बंद कर देंगे। हाँ जी कमरा गर्म है,
बाहर ठंड है।
नॉर्मल कैसे में बंद कर देंगे। आज महाराज का सेशन तो शाम को है ना?
शाम को
7 बजे
7 बजे
शाम को इंटरव्यू आज तो शायद इंटरव्यू सेशन है।
इंटरव्यू अमूल्य प्रोग्राम
वो सब तो है महाराज। Yes, ma'am. 10. दूसरा तब बोला वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं साक्षात् समस्तशास्त्रे विष्णु भक्ति देवी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Tulsi Maharani, Jai Tulsi Maharani, Jai Tulsi Maharani, Jai Tulsi Maharani.
decided, announced the date of the meeting.
5-6 दिन हो गए मैम वो उसमें जस्ट डिस्कस कर रहे थे कोई बोल रहे थे हम नहीं आ पाएंगे ऑनलाइन कोई बोल रहे थे और वो सब पहले मायापुर के लिए इनवाइट कर रहे थे फिर कह रहे थे जीबीसी मीटिंग है ठीक है उधर ही कर लेंगे इस टाइप के ऊपर नीचे चल रहा था
Final date, so I don't even did a vote.
हाँ जी वोटिंग तो होता ही नहीं महाराज किसी का वोटिंग नहीं था इसी वजह
Voting on the meeting dates.
कोई भी वोटिंग नहीं हुई हाँ
Was it given the agenda?
एजेंडा पढ़ने दो मैं
The agenda. Reading the agenda.
यस
Agenda for MBA meeting in Manipur, October 21, 2023. October 21st, morning session 10 to 1. Co-directors presentation on the achievements for 30 minutes by Subheshna Guru. Land division preliminary assessment for 45 minutes, Tapan Mishra Guru. Security division preliminary assessment 45 minutes, Tapan Mishra Guru. Treasury presentation 60 minutes, Akshay Ramchandra Guru. Treasury
पूरा पढ़ो
presentation for 60 minutes by Akshay Ramchandra. Action item: propose who will follow on other non-performing assets, NPA, individual and other centers, and communicate to MEB. Akshay Ramchandra moved to research and give specific members name responsible from zones. Afternoon session from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. MEB review report for 90 minutes. Priya Mukundapuru. Jagadapiha Das appeal investigation report 90 minutes. Bhima Prabhu. Sorry. Jagadapiha Das appeal investigation report by Bhima Prabhu for 90 minutes. October 22nd,
Tomorrow.
morning session tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Real estate developments in Shridham, Mayapur, 120 minutes. Akshay Ramchandra Group. Portfolio and service allocation amongst co-directors. That's it. Then the afternoon session, 3:30 to 6:30, available if needed. And October.
मैं इनके पास एजेंडास नहीं है क्योंकि आफ्टरनून का भी एजेंडा मेंशन नहीं है, 23rd का भी एजेंडा मेंशन नहीं है, सिर्फ 1.5 डे का एजेंडा मेंशन है। वही उसी को पढ़ रहा हूँ, उसी उसमें ही लिखा हुआ है कि नीचे नॉट अवेलेबल, अवेलेबल इफ नीडेड, अवेलेबल इफ नीडेड। 23rd में अभी एजेंडा नहीं लिखा हुआ, और 22nd को भी हाफ डे में एजेंडा नहीं है, हाफ डे के बाद।
हाँ जी,
दोबारा से पढ़ो, क्या कर रही हूँ?
October 21st, morning session, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Co-directors presentation for 2022-23 achievements for 30 minutes by Subhekshana Prabhu. Land division preliminary assessment 45 minutes by Tapan Mishra Prabhu. Security division preliminary assessment for 45 minutes, Tapan Mishra Prabhu. Treasury presentation for 60 minutes by Akshay Ramchandra Prabhu. One action item: propose who will follow on other non-performing assets, individual and other centers, and communicate to MEB. Akshay Ramchandra Prabhu to research and give specific members' name responsible from zones. In the afternoon session, 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. MEB review report for 90 minutes by Priya Mukundapuru and Jagadapiya Das appeal investigation report for 90 minutes by Bhima Prabhu. This is today evening. Then tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. is real estate developments in Shridham, Mayapur for 2 hours by Akshay Ramchandra Prabhu. And second is portfolio and service allocation amongst co-directors. उसके बाद सब खाली है, आफ्टरनून सेशन और 23rd का मॉर्निंग एंड आफ्टरनून सेशन। MEB fixtures on 23rd.
मार्च इन्होंने दे हैव allocated 2.5 day, बट एजेंडा सिर्फ 1.5 दिन का ही है। उन्होंने डेट रखी थी 21st, 22nd, 23rd, बट एजेंडा अभी तक सिर्फ 1.5 दिन का ही है।
क्या हो इसमें बाद में करेंगे, पूजा के बाद पूजा हो जाएगा तो इसमें करेंगे।
एक्चुअली महाराज एक और प्रॉब्लम थी क्योंकि मैक्सिमम डिवोटीज ट्रैवलिंग में है 23rd को, तो इसलिए भी ये डिस्कशन ही चल रहा था। बासु गोस्वामी ने तो बोल दिया आई विल अटेंड, मे बी इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी बट आई विल अटेंड।
कोई रिप्लाई से
हाँ जी
वो लाई से
What did I say?
महाराज मैंने नरसिंह नंदा प्रभु से बोला था कि महाराज तो नहीं आ सकते तो जूम पे ही अटेंड कर पाएंगे। आई स्पेसिफिकली स्पोक टू नरसिंह नंदा प्रभु। एक हफ्ते पहले मैंने बात किया क्योंकि हाँ मैंने उनको व्हाट्सएप मैसेज किया था। नहीं आपकी तरफ से कुछ मैसेज नहीं गया मैंने। नहीं मैरिज उस 23rd 24th को तो टेंपल ओपनिंग है। मैंने नरसिंह प्रभु को बोला था कि हमारे लुधियाना टेंपल ओपनिंग है। समझ गया मतलब आपकी बात में समझ गया। आपको मैंने बताया था एमएबी मीटिंग का बट आपने कोई कमेंट नहीं किया। हाँ जब ये मीटिंग अनाउंस हुई थी मैंने आपको बताया था। नहीं वो बात अलग है कि स्किप हो गया आपके माइंड से बट मैंने बताया था बट ये सच बताया था मैं तो एवरीडे जब कोई इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक होता है मैं बताता ही हूँ।
How many people are participating on Zoom?
देखना पड़ेगा ना अभी खोल के कितने मेंबर्स हैं और कौन कौन अवेलेबल है कौन कौन प्रेजेंट है। भक्ति पुरुषोत्तम आज की तबीयत खराब है। कल उनका मेल आया था मेरी तबीयत खराब है पता नहीं मैं आऊँगा कि नहीं भी जीवीसी मीटिंग में भी शायद मैं ना आ पाऊँ। उनका वॉइस लॉस्ट हो गया। सॉरी
Read the email about
email about पीछे एक ईमेल है तो वो भी कल की ईमेल भक्ति पुरुषोत्तम महाराज। हाँ हाँ इसलिए पढ़वा रहा हूँ। भक्ति पुरुषोत्तम महाराज की एक ईमेल है पढ़ दो। हाँ ये नहीं इसमें नहीं मेन है एमएबी में खोल रहा हूँ। बैक हाँ ऊपर जाओ इसमें कल परसों की आज की है कल की होगी। पढ़ दो।
Dear Devdhyana Prabhu and other EC members, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your devotional services. I was in Middle East for preaching programs for last 3 weeks. I became sick of cold, cough and fever there. Still I completed my preaching tour with bad health. Unfortunately, last day of my tour, I got some throat problems and had lost my voice. I am getting treatment here in Kolkata. Doctor has told me to give voice rest for next 10 to 15 days. I have bought my air tickets to go to Pune on 26th October, but because of my health situation, I am not sure about my presence in Pune for GBC meeting. If my health permits, I will be there. I just wanted to inform you about uncertainty of my participation of mid-term meeting physically at Pune. Your humble servant, Bhakti Purushottam Sama. Sorry?
Meeting that date.
Meeting is 21, 22, 23.
No.
The Pune?
Let me write it. What is
मैं कह रहे इन्होंने लेटर कब लिखा परसों कल लिखा है कल कल
19.
कल लिखा है क्यों यस मैम अभी तो उन्होंने सिर्फ जीबीसी को इन्फॉर्म किया है एमईपी की ईमेल नहीं डाली उन्होंने
हाँ जी. Am I reading something?
हमारे ये देखिए इसमें नरसिंह नंदा को he mentioned it was resolved by the MEB that the semi-annual MEB meeting will take place in Mayapur October 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Pass 7 out of 9 in favor. 7 out of 9 in favor. This resolution was passed in October for MEB meeting 20, 21st, 23rd. 7 out of 9 in favor. And this was passed in July 5th.
जी. This is lecture by Radha on the Shara. I wish to offer my gratitude to everyone who has so kindly assembled today on this auspicious occasion of Dussehra. Today all over the world there are millions and millions of people celebrating this day. But like most spiritual occasions, not so many know why. It is a characteristic of Kali Yuga that even very sacred things are perceived very superficially. Oftentimes, religious festivals of all religions are more of an opportunity for some sort of social entertainment than for genuinely cultivating love of God, which is the purpose of every great religion and the purpose of every spiritual observance. The Srimad Bhagavatam tells, Shram evahi kevalam. Whatever occupation we perform, whatever spiritual activities we do, if in the end it does not awaken within us a deep attraction to hear about, to chant about, to serve and to love God, then we miss the point. We have wasted our time. Today Lord Sri Ramchandran is being remembered for his killing of Ravana. Interesting, just a few blocks away is the house of Mahatma Gandhi, where he lived. In fact, when the British police were coming to arrest him, he came right onto this property and hid in the Lakshmi Narayan temple and the pujari locked the door from outside. And the soldiers searched this entire building, even the room we were sitting in today. But they had no idea that he was in the temple which was locked. Apparently, the deities were sleeping and he escaped. He is well known throughout the world as a proponent of non-violent revolution, not to resort to violence, and he is also well known at the time of his death when he was assassinated. He chanted the name of Rama. So ultimately, Ram was his shelter. And how did Rama deal with the situation? He killed Ravana. Isn't this a contradiction? We understand this principle that when the absolute truth, who is perfect, performs his past tense, it is all perfect. It is ultimately far greater than non-violence. In fact, it is the ultimate perfection of non-violence. An example. This example comes to my mind very quickly because I just had one surgery. Because I just had surgery 1 week ago, and still the effects of it are upon me. If somebody has a very, very serious life-threatening disease and the surgeon cuts the person open with his knife and then takes out the disease and kills it, is that violence or non-violence? Actually, he is saving a life. But the difference is when the Supreme Lord, whatever he does, is for everyone's ultimate benefit. Ravana was liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Rama killed his ignorance, his illusion, his ego, and in doing so, he protected all the innocent people within the world and also facilitated the whole world to protect their lives. So Ram Vijay Utsav is the festival of Rama's victory. His victory of love over hate, his victory of compassion over envy, a truth and light over illusion and darkness. Ram was terrorizing this world, and he stole the consort of Lord Rama, Sita. But how Rama performed this wonderful act of liberating Ravana was a very, very instructive in the sense that it really revealed the heart of the Lord intimately. The Lord's love for his devotees, because at every step, Lord Sri Rama is giving credit to his devotees more than himself. And even when he did something, he staged in such a way that it was due to the blessings of his devotees. This is a very important lesson because what keeps us in this world is our deep-rooted tendency to take credit for what we do, to take credit for what we don't do, to give blame for what we do. This is ahankara. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara gumunatma kartaham kimanyate. That the bewildered soul under the illusion of false ego thinks him or herself to be the doer of activities. But actually, within this material creation, everything is being done by the influence of the three modes of material nature. And beyond that, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the controller of the material nature. So, we want to take credit, we want to give blame. But when the Lord descends in this world, He is very eager to give credit to those who are pure in heart. During the Battle of Sri Lanka, first of all, just to get to Sri Lanka, I am afraid to go back to the beginning. When Rama was searching for Sita, Rama knows everything, past, present and future. He is in between every atom, the Paramatma within the heart of every living being. There is nothing he doesn't know, but yet he is asking everybody where Sita is. He went to Kishkinda Kshetra. He made alliance with Sugriva, Angada, Hanuman and Januman to help him to find Sita and then to help him to rescue Sita. Does he need our help? Actually, all of these Varnas or all of these monkey soldiers, they could only see, they could only hear, they could only think, they could move, they could live only because of the power of God within them. He is giving them all power and then he is coming and saying, I need your help. Because the Lord is Rasraj, or let us say Ras Bihari, we are in Bombay. He takes joy in loving relationships. So while he was in the mountain, waiting for 4 months chanting Sita's names and meditating on her in separation in his heart. And meanwhile, Sita, the supreme goddess fortune, is in Ashoka groves. At least her expansion is there in Sri Lanka, apparently imprisoned by Ravana. How is it possible? Then the various monkeys were searching and searching everywhere, and Rama was just waiting, and ultimately, when they were giving proper direction, Hanumanji, with one jump, he jumped 800 miles across the Indian Ocean to Sri Lanka. And then with one jump, he came back after doing his seva. He gave Sita the message. He destroyed the Ashoka grove, which was the favorite place of Rama. And then he met Ravana face to face and gave him what he wanted to say. Good morning. Then he burned the city down, at least a vast portion of it. Then after jumping back, he came back and met Rama. Rama with tears of love embraced him. Rama told Hanuman that I am forever endeared to you for what you have done. And from Hanumanji's side, he was 100% absolutely certain that it was only by Rama's power and grace that I could do anything. It's love. It's the interaction of love on the spiritual platform. The Lord is giving credit to his devotee, and the devotee takes no credit for himself. He is giving all credit to the Lord. Our tendency of friendship is we like to boast of what we have done to our friends. But the real love is not like that. Real love is in serving. Real love is in pleasing one another on the spiritual platform. So when Lord Ramchandra came to the shore of the ocean, now little later on in the next yuga, he is going to reveal his Virat Rupa, his universal form. Now what could Ravana do standing before that Virat Rupa? And in the past, he already killed Ravana in his past birth as Lord Nrsimhadev. No problem. He already killed Ravana's brother in his past birth as Hiranyaksha, as Lord Varahadev. So Rama could manifest those forms if he wants. What is the problem? But he is asking, how am I going to cross over the ocean? So Vibhishana says, you should perform a little tapasya and ask the ocean. So he is sitting there for days, fasting to get the blessings of the ocean, and the ocean does not come. Personification of the ocean. So Lord is taking a very humble position, but he understands he is the Paramatma in the heart of the presiding deity of the ocean. He was proud. So Lord Ram took one arrow and he just pulled it back, and it created such heat that the entire ocean started boiling over instantly. Now, for us to boil a pot of water, it takes a few minutes to bring it to a boil. This is the Lord's power. In a second, he can bring the entire ocean to a boil. And the aquatics were screaming. And then the ocean personified comes out with folded palms and surrenders and says, please forgive me. Whatever you want. And he says, you can make a bridge over me. So Rama walked 800 miles on that bridge. Hanuman jumped over it in a few seconds. May not be a few seconds, but quite quickly. Very fast flyer. So Ramchandra walks with Lakshman and Hanumanji's. Ramchandra walks with Lakshman and Hanumanji's one jump. And when they get to Sri Lanka, tremendous battle. One of the world's greatest battles. At one time, Indrajit came out to fight. Indrajit is the eldest son of Ravana, most powerful personality in battle. One Indrajit today could probably defeat all the armies in the world. Seriously, without a doubt. He was that much mystically empowered. If Indrajit went to Kashmir, he would just say, since he was a crooked person, he would say, who is going to bribe me the best? Then that's the end of the war. Very powerful person. So he was fighting against all this Rama's army and Lakshmana. And he became so angry that he chanted these mystical yogic mantras, started shooting arrows, and from these arrows came serpents, and the arrows completely covered Ram and Lakshmana, and they fell to the ground, and they appeared to have lost their lives. And Hanuman, and Jamban, and Angada, and Sugriv. Sorry? Okay, some others. Prabhupada का है वो अलग से Prabhupada lecture you want to read? Okay. Sorry for वो बाद में करना है? Okay. Prabhupada's lecture on Lord Rama's appearance day in March 27, 1969, Hawaii. Ramadimurtishu kalaniyamena tishtan nanavatara karot bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam sambhavat paramah pumanayot Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. This is a verse from Brahma Samhita in which the incarnation of Okay. On the 10th, this is from Desired, it's called Desired. On the 10th day of the waxing moon of Padmanabh Ashwina month occurs Vijayotsav, Lord Ramchandra's victory over the demon Ravana. A large effigy of Ravana is ceremoniously burnt. Sorry, what? After the construction of the bridge, a fire was set all over the kingdom of Ravana. During the fighting with Ravana, every part of his limbs was slashed to pieces by your sharp arrows, and his head fell to the face of earth. The Shera celebrates the victory of Lord Ramchandra over Ravana during the battle in Lanka.
प्लांट है पूछना, तुलसी प्लांट पूछ रहे हैं।
मैं लग यहाँ ले आता हूँ लेके आओ।
This is a message by Jayapata Kamal. उसमें से Dussehra celebrates the victory of Lord Ramchandra over Ravan during the battle in Lanka. After his soldiers were all defeated, Ravana personally attacked Rama. When they were fighting, Lord Ram managed to sever Ravana's head with an arrow. But as that head fell to the ground, a duplicate one miraculously cropped up in its place. Lord Rama then severed that head. But once again, another one immediately manifested itself as a replacement. Again and again, Lord Rama cut off Ravana's head until altogether 100 such heads lay on the battlefield. Because each time a new head appeared to replace the old one, Lord Ram began to wonder, how is it that my arrows that have conquered so many enemies are now ineffectual against Ravana? The duel continued at a furious pace. Both combatants were obsessed with the desire for killing the other. In fact, several days and nights passed without any break in the fighting. At last, when Matali saw that Lord Ram was not gaining his desired victory, he suggested that he use the divine Brahmastra weapon. Being thus reminded of this ultimate weapon, Lord Ram picked up the arrow. That arrow had been constructed personally by Lord Brahma for Indra's use, and later on it was presented to Agastya. Garuda supplied the feathers of that wonderful arrow, and the sharp head combined the energy of the fire god Agni and the sun god. Mount Meru and Mount Mandhara contributed their gravity to the arrow's weight, and its shaft was made from the subtle ethereal element. This Brahmastra weapon was omnipotent and infallible, and its dazzling effulgence made it rival the splendor of the sun. After empowering the Brahmastra with the required mantras, Lord Rama placed it upon his bowstring. As the monkeys gazed upon that flaming arrow, their hearts became filled with delight, while a dreadful fear penetrated the cores of the hearts of all of Ravana's associates. As Lord Ram pulled the bowstring back to his ear, the earth trembled and the heavens also appeared to become disturbed. When Lord Rama released the Brahmastra, it sped through the air like death itself, and then violently fell upon the chest of the wicked Ravana. After piercing right through the king's heart, that effulgent arrow entered deep into the earth, taking his sinful life along with it. As that awesome Brahmastra came and re-entered Lord Rama's quiver, Ravana dropped the bow from his hand and fell down dead from his chariot. With great transcendental ecstasy, the monkey warriors loudly proclaimed Lord Rama's victory as they attacked the fleeing Rakshasa army. From the sky, the demigods shouted, "Sadhu, Sadhu, well done, excellent," as they completely covered Lord Rama's chariots with showers of flowers and beat upon their celestial drums. Ravana was a great obstacle to Ram, and he was only destroyed when his heart was pierced. Similarly, we have many bad qualities that form an obstacle to us developing love for God. These bad qualities can only be completely destroyed when the Lord Himself removes them from our heart. On this day, we can pray to Lord Ram to destroy those bad qualities in our heart so we can quickly return to His kingdom where there is eternal happiness. In the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he absorbed himself in the transcendental Leela of Lord Ramchandra in the following manner as recorded by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj from Madhya Leela, chapter 15, text 31 to 35. In great ecstasy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gauranga Sundar, performed various pastimes. On the victory day, celebrating the conquest of Lanka, a day known as Vijayadashmi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed up all his devotees like monkey soldiers. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took up a large tree branch and, mounting the walls of the Lanka fort, began to dismantle it. In the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu angrily said, "Where is the rascal Ravana? He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. Now I shall kill him and all his family." In the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu angrily said, "Where is the rascal Ravana? He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. Now I shall kill him and all his family." Everyone became very astonished to see the emotional ecstasy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and everyone began to chant, all glories, again and again.
Krishna Preyasi Namo Hare Krishna Hare Krishna। जय हो सूर्यदेव की जय। देखिए गोवर्धन में बहुत ठंड लग रहा है। सुबह अभी सूर्य निकला है तो अभी थोड़ा ठीक है। तो अभी भी ठंड है। हीटर चला रखे थे अंदर। तो आज परिक्रमा करेंगे गुरु महाराज, थोड़ा कल बस थोड़ा। हरे कृष्णा। जय गोवर्धन नाथ की जय।